This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready!
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now third down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
On any pass that's in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing again is Smith.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
On third down, here's Walker.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Smith.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-0 right now.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua.
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And good yardage there. Because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the 1st time with Raheem Mostert. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Come on, set.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's got room. The 20. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Okay, break.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing is Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Geno down to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded just inside the 20.
And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it go again. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
68 yards.
and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Ready.
Now Geno on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
Now it's Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60. 70
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
Now Hill to return it.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Hey, move.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Hey, green. Hey, go field. Go green. Shot, 17.
Tua now on 1st down.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
From the gun, it's Tua.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Raheem Mostert in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down.
Tua, that's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tua now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Rolling to his left. And he completes it to Wilson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 32-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw.
That going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossen.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the turnover, it's Tua. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
After the sack on first down, Tua. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and is going to...
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Smith.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now third down and 6 to go. Throwing now is Geno. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Ready, check.
A 3-yard loss.
On fourth down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot...
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin in for Buque. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking to throw on second down. Smith toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but it led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Smith. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Block it in motion right.
A first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
That completes it again to Metcalf. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Geno. This complete to Lockett.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Track 60. 60 average. 60 average.
To throw is Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 16.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tua. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Got a man, complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you get them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 34 yards. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To try again after the sack. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
19 right.
Here's Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Dolphins 7, Seahawks nothing.
Yards remain on 2nd down.
77.
Geno now to throw. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
On second down, Mostert.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Caught by Wilson.
Finding room at midfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Tua.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Seahawks 3. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
70 Rangers, 18, Pioneer.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now Gino on 1st down. Going right back to Fant. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Now Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Tua to try again on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second and a couple. Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That third down conversion good for 23. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 32 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, it's Smith. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Smith.
18-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the... This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Broncos.
3rd and 2, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing now is Geno. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. Down at the 25. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Geno. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And some room to work. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Hill on the return. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to. Right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not... They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Raheem Mostert, 33 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try the air now with Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Here's Smith. And Walker with it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Nineteen tight.
Now it's Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
After the turnover, it's Tua. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
After the interception, here's Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready?
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. This time they stay on the ground, and he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready. Hey, man. Check, pick. Quick, yellow.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
That swung out to Mostert.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught by Wilson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Raheem Mostert
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
Seahawks 7. Jason Sanders to kick off one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Smith. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
18 Rattlers. 7 Pirates.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Tua now on first down.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Hey, red, yellow, blue.
Tua on fourth down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 2nd down and 4.
Tua.
Caught. It's Wilson.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Wasn't that quibble about the gain there on second down? That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Tua going to throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 38, no red. 6, 7, red. Field, left. Ultra.
Tua to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On play action, here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a third down and goal. They'll run with Mostert. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. The Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Smith now to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Past the 20.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw is Tua. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it'll be third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory.